Eating tofu is about its texture, and the general perception of tofu is that it is soft and tender. But how about if I make it crispy on the outside? Certainly there's a way to do it, and it is super delicious. Today I'll show you my favorite crispy tofu dressed in a spicy Sichuan style thick sauce. Let's get into the details right now. Let's start with the tofu. This is a pressed tofu, and it is moderately firm and it is easy to handle. Cut the tofu into cubes about 1 inch. Set it aside at room temperature to keep it dry. I've left the tofu aside for about half an hour, and you can see that there's a lot of water coming out. So now I want to make the tofu even drier by putting it onto paper towel. The tofu is now dry enough to proceed to the next step. Meanwhile, I'm preparing the sauce as the dressing for the tofu. This is light soy sauce, some wine, the chili bean paste. There are different ways of making the sauce, and today I'm making the spicy version, the Sichuan style sauce. Some Sichuan chili oil, a teaspoon of sugar, and a few tablespoons of water. Heat some oil in a pan and saute the chopped ginger and garlic. When the ginger and garlic turns aromatic, add the sauce that we have prepared. And bring it to a boil. Now cook down the sauce to become a thick gravy. We do not want the sauce to be too diluted, as it will become too wet and make the tofu become less crispy. So now it has become a thick sauce and it's ready. Let's remove it from the pan. Let's mix about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch with half teaspoons of salt in a mixing bowl. This is used to coat the tofu before pan frying. You can also deep fry the tofu, but at home I prefer to pan fry it because it involves less oil. Now heat the oil in a non-stick pan and then coat the tofu with the mixture of cornstarch and the salt, and immediately shake off the excess and then transfer it straight away into the pan. Continue the process for the rest of the tofu. You will find it will not stick if you use a non-stick pan. Flip the tofu from time to time so that the tofus are brown on all sides. It will take about, generally speaking, 5 to 7 minutes, depending on the size of the tofu and also the heat. When all sides are beautifully brown, remove the tofu from the pan. The tofu is now crispy on the outside. You can hear the sound, but it's still tender inside. Let's try one. Finally, arrange the tofu on a serving plate nicely and dress with the sauce. Sprinkle some finely chopped spring onions on top to garnish and serve. That's how to make spicy, crispy tofu Sichuan style. And if you want to get a recipe, I've included in the description below the video. And don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification, and give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you again in some other similar video soon. Bye for now.